Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels mods for Factorio. Yes, we are starting to really, I wouldn't say struggle, but things are starting to build up with a bit of pressure. And we are pushing our way out to some more sort of widespread land usage to take care of some of these things. Last episode, we put together sort of our full saphirite processing, and it's something. We've got a fair bit of iron ore coming through, but also got just a whole stack. Oh, there's some slag in there. I wonder what's going on there. Is there some slag somewhere? Must have been a little bit of contamination at some point. That's okay. Anyway, yes. So this is really filling up. We have filled 2 of these storage, so we really need to build an outpost that takes care of that. To do that, we need to turn it into, I think, stone bricks is one option. So we can turn the crushed stone into stone. We turn that stone into stone bricks with furnace. Of course, to do a furnace, we would need to fuel it, unless we use an electric furnace, which I have set up some electric furnaces to be made. But electric furnaces surprisingly use electricity, and our electricity is not the greatest at this point. So we are going to have a look at electricity, aren't we? We sure are. What do we need to build some of those? We don't want oil burning boilers, do we? Do we? Does output more steam. It does have more power. Now the other thing is we can have a look at solar power. Let's get it at the base level, solar energy. So we could start producing some solar panels, which don't take much. There are some other solar panels, some solar panel level 2, which uses silver plate, which we don't have, so we're not going to be doing that. What about, is there better boiler tech that we have not researched? A boiler 3. And it needs brass and invar, which we do not have. Zinc processing. So I think we are kind of stuck with what we've got, which it's not bad. What kind of oils could we push away? Do we have a surplus? Where's our oil? Yeah. We do have a surplus of base mineral oil, because that is only going into lubricant, and I guess we're just flaring it off at this point to keep this going, which is not really going. Okay, what is the problem here? We are out of crude. Yes, that is the problem. Alright, we are just out of oil. And probably because this is mostly tapped. 7.8. Well, it's not entirely tapped, but obviously that our train is stuck somewhere. Is this our train? Oh, look at that. I built a little track here, and it looks like our train has gotten stuck behind it. Why would you do that? Why would you go that way, buddy? Do I not have... Sure, that track is continuous. So for some reason it had to come all the way down and around there. Well, that... so that and that don't actually match up. Okay, there is the problem. Let's actually fix that, because that is definitely not what we want. We want to go this way in kind of the least ugly looking way possible. It's probably that one. There it is. And yeah, let's just fix that up. Great. Okay, now we can signal that again. And one there. Probably going to need one here. Oh man, get out of the way when you're playing with trains. Alright. There we go. And look, while we're here, we've only got one train doing this, but let's just plop down a few signals so I don't feel bad about the setup here. And one there. Great. Alright, so now our oil train is much better. Much happier. And there is a lovely little signal here. Yeah, so I had to fix that up to fit in this little roundabout, and obviously I just didn't hook everything up properly, mainly because the separation between those rails wasn't the same as down here, and it kind of all went a little bit funky. Okay, we're back on track now, and we can focus back on our power. So let's just say all burning's out for now. If we're going to build 20 of these, well, there's 10, which would then support 20 of these. Is that right? 3.6 megawatts, and these are 1.8 each. Yes. So we're going to need more steel than ever before. But we do have a bunch of steel over here. 13k. That's nice. We've got some other stuff as well. Just some random things that are starting to stock up in our silos here. All right. So let's grab a few of those. Alright, what are we going to be missing then? Iron, I guess. I don't know how our iron supply is going. I think we're starting to chew through it. Just a wee bit, because we're not getting much output here at all. And yes, look at that. We are using up our reserves. Quite an alarming rate. I'm just going to grab all of that. Alright, there we go. So now we can build 20 of them. Are we going to be able to fuel this is the issue. Because currently we are chewing through our supply of carbon. Yeah, not at a crazy rate, but certainly faster than I would like. As you can see, actually, we probably need to do that. It seems like they are struggling to maintain it. And is that because we're out of power? Yes, it is. Alright. So, problems all round. We need to sort out these power issues. And maybe we should be using oil burners. Alright, let's just give that a little bit of breathing room, but man, look how quickly it burns through carbon. Is there any other way to make solid fuel? Let's have a look. Coke and methane gas. 1 coke, 100 methane gas. 100 naphtha. 50 fuel synthesis gas. We don't actually have the tech to make that, do we? Ooh, there's some stuff happening. Yep. All right, let's go back. And hydrazine, which I think was a mixture of a few other things that we don't have as well. Some advanced level tech. So that leaves us with our setup. It was methane, wasn't it? It wasn't any of the other good stuff, because we are using methane to make methanol, to make propane. Yeah, we are using our methane, unfortunately. So maybe solid fuel is not going to be the answer, unless we can keep our fuels going. We have a bit more crude now, and these are all running. Alright, so why aren't these going? Because they are not getting enough. Is this the throughput issue? Because these tanks are probably counting as pipe sections and really slowing us down. Let's we're up. Why do I do this to myself? Pump. There it is. I need some engine units. All right. Do I have them in the? I was making some somewhere and I boxed them. There they are. All right. Let's get one of these. Can I place it there? No, I can't. Oh, well. That is most unfortunate. Looks like we're going to have to run over there. We are making all these boilers, which I guess will be handy when we can figure out how to supply them with power, with fuel. Alright, yes, so our iron is struggling. We're not doing any tech at the moment, so that is okay. That iron is probably struggling because of the nothing that we're using here, but we were sort of building up a supply of iron that we could use over here in our little area. Okay, let's pop that there. While I'm here, let's do a few more of these into supply chests, passive providers. And is there anyone else who needs a passive provider while I'm here? Don't have to run back here again. You do. You're okay. We don't need to worry about these levels anymore. I'll put one just there, just in case we want to do some belt weaving, but we've generally got so much space that belt weaving is not a problem. Alright, let's get those construction bots working. Alright, so we ran over there. We didn't grab any engine units. Well, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? Because they are very slow to make. So we'll make a few pumps and let that replenish. There we go, 20. And how many pumps does that give us? 20. Yeah, that sounds like a good amount. Of course, we've got to wait for all of these steam engines to be built. Is it these guys that take a while? One's half a second, 1.1 seconds. Yeah, some of these things take a little bit of time. That is okay. So, first of all, we can't. We can barely supply our current level of power. So, we do need to get another fuel source. And I really would like to have solid fuel as that fuel source, because it is just a little bit more effective. But it does seem like our oil supply is 12k. Yeah, it means getting there, 13k. As long as that comes back in before this one dies off completely, we'll be pretty happy. We are burning off a lot of this base mineral oil. Alright, now, so, pumps. Pumps are being built. Let us pop one in here. Is that connected? No, it's not. Of course it's not. There we go. Let's get that. If we can power it up. Is that helping our flow? Not particularly. So this is where I'm wondering, like we do have a lot of naphtha. There is only the one output of here. That is really annoying. Why is this not providing me the throughput I need? Question: is it the stone pipes? Let's test that theory with a bit of iron pipe. See if this actually makes a difference. I don't believe it should, but well, you never know. So these pipes are just basically empty, and one of the things with pipes is they do even out. So if this has 5 of 350, that's what, 1.5%. So technically, to even out, these pipes would only have 1.5% in them, which they roughly do, don't they? 1.9 of 100, which is most interesting. But the throughput should still be flowing. It should be quicker than that. Alright, let's rip all this up then. See how we can go if we convert this to iron pipes. That looks like it. Alright. Does that make a difference? No, not really. So again, we're just... I mean, these guys... Okay, well these guys are getting one of them. How interesting. Why is that one getting more than all the others? There is five... Like, the thing is, there is 5k here. These should be able to take them all. Now I could just go crazy with pumps, but at this point that shouldn't make a difference because pumping speed 77 a second. How? Why? Why? If anyone knows the answer to this, I would love to hear it. What if I pump straight out of here? We'll flip this around to go up here, and that to go there. Alright, now it's not pumping at all, of course. But now it is pumping at 0. Oh, there we go. Haha, did we solve it? We solved it. Interesting. So we need a pump directly out of the out of here to maintain our maximum throughput, and that's because of what I was saying about the percentages in the tank is the same percentage that is in the pipes. All right, and now we are out of all those things. And we're not making it because probably of similar reasons in our supply chain. All right, let's trace it. Here we go. All right, let's fix these issues up and see if we can. Okay, you're pumping way out now. You guys are working. There we go. We are pumping stuff in. I wonder if we actually need to pump stuff in. Ooh, that is an interesting question. Just so that these don't suffer from that same issue. Alright, it does seem to be stabilizing somewhat. Look at all these guys are working again. These guys are working. We've got much more. Oh, yeah, look at that. We've got way more solid fuel coming out. We are using it all though. There is no doubt about that. This one is keeping up. This one is keeping up, and this one is not quite keeping up. That's all right. Likewise down here, these guys are kind of evening out somewhat. Alright, I think based on our current level of refining, this is the maximum amount of solid fuel that we're going to get. I don't know if it's going to be enough to actually back up into the power though. So we are getting solid fuel starting to filter down, And man, they still chew so much of it. All right. But I mean, in saying that, we're also using what, almost 60 megawatts. All right. Do we do this? What am I doing this for? Why don't I just copy that and paste it there? Why indeed? There we go. All right. That is great. Do we have another offshore pump? No, we don't. Let's build one of those. They should be here somewhere. Why would I just look for it like that? I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment. That's why. Let's pop it over here. And like that, somewhere about there. Okay, that's fine. That is not fine. And there's some water. Alright. You go there. Wonderful. Now, here's where our problems lie. How are we going to fuel this guy up? Our coal supply is, well, just not fantastic. I guess the only proper way to do it is, proper, quotation marks, is to split that. Alright, let's copy that, and then we should be able to just run up here, shouldn't we? Yep. But we're probably out of those power poles. There we go. Alright, how is that looking for power? We've got a bit more production. Now we've got 60 of these outputting 1.8 megawatts, which is what, 108 megawatts? Yeah, so we've got a little bit of breathing space, but man, this kind of mixed carbon and solid fuel is just a little weird, isn't it? Sure, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, and we're not going to regret this at all as our carbon slowly disappears. Well, so one thing we could do is what? Is there any better version of coal? So coal turns into crushed coal and coke. Alright, so crushed coal then turns into coke. Yep. And coke can turn into solid fuel. Oh yes, with the other items, of course. Coke and steam into carbon. What was the fuel ratio of that? 3 megajoules. This is 2.5 megajoules each. That's 5 megajoules into 9 megajoules. That's not a bad little boosting. We are using coke elsewhere. Well, do we bite the bullet and how far away is nuclear? Is that behind yellow? It is behind yellow, so we are just so far away from that. That is way outside our acceptable realms. So back to solar panels, solar energy 2. A large solar power, 107 kilowatts, but presumably you just need to make less of them. All right, what is this? This is 60, and this is 107, so it's almost double. 1444 and 2444. It's probably material-wise actually not as good. So the regular solar panels looks like the go. It means we also need to make accumulators. Yes, accumulators. And accumulators 2. High capacity. Fast. And slow. High capacity output 600 kilowatts. Fast output 960. Slow output 30. Very interesting what those differences do. High capacity stores 10 megajoules for 10 batteries, and this stores 5 megajoules for 5 batteries. So this is actually slightly more efficient, uses one less iron plate. Alright, looks like we know what we're doing. And we need to be making solar panels. Yes, alright, it's happening. We're going to do it over here because we're going to make a few of these. There we go, solar panels, regular old solar panels, yes. Let's grab that. Grab some fasts. I am going to correct my other mistakes and make it like that. Probably should copy these in. Alright, circuits, okay, stuff we have. Copper we don't have a whole lot of. And once the accumulators are built, we'll have to make some of those as well. Pull out that, I put it too close. There we go, alright. I probably should limit this though to something that's not ridiculous. Alright. So that sets us down the path of making solar panels. We can use them with medium electric poles for now. We'll build substations later. We will need robots, construction robots. We're going to need so many more of them if we want to effectively actually build these things. Probably looking at 1,000 of these, I would say. So let's readjust our numbers here. Let's get 1,000 construction robots, please. Alright, that'll be a start. What's our logistics bot count up to? 1,100? Yeah, well, if we start using them, we have set it to put them in, so that's good. We've got a couple of stacks of those, that's nice. Things are working, yes they are. And here we have a few solar panels just starting to trickle in. Search for solar. There we go, we got a whopping 5 of them in. So we probably want to have about 1,000 in a square. And I mean, we've got so much space. We're just gonna swamp solar panels out here, I'd say, or even down here. This looks like a nice patch for solar panels. Chromium, styrite, Givelite. Ooh, we'll need some of that at some point. So we will want to leave a space for some train tracks maybe come through here. Although we kind of blocked ourselves in a bit there. That's okay. It's all okay. Why is my accumulators not researching? Are we out of any particular research? No, we're just very slow at researching apparently. If we make any more of these, we can make another 4. Seems alright. Make another row of these. Like that. That's no good. And one in there. Alright, you're grabbing from up there. And yeah, let's get some of those power poles in. Yeah, once you make that last one, please. Oh, we're making basic control boards. Okay, we'll have to remedy that. A little bit sad to be handcrafting those. Just watch for the last one. There it goes. You can feed through. Alright, not your blues. Don't worry about your blues. Here we go. Let's grab one stack of them. And ooh, these guys are actually being used as fast as they are being made. Interesting. Well, I'm going to grab some. Of course, the solar panels, yes. That's going to be the big limit on our solar panels. But we now have accumulators, which probably also use basic electronic circuit boards, I would say. Anyway, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Alright, let's change this to accumulators, batteries, and iron plates. And we do actually want to copy that, because that has the settings there. Yes, that's nice. Copy all of that there. And let's just make a couple of them. Alright. Do we have batteries available to the logistics network? Probably not. Probably not. Let's run over here. Our batteries are getting made for robots. Here they are. They are not going into a chest anywhere. Okay, we'll have to sort that out. Let's just pop one here. Just keep a stack of batteries for us. I'm going to keep a slow. Let's make 2 stacks. I'm going to keep a regular speed inserter there, just so that it's not quick enough to pick them all up, which I think is what we want. All right. So now, if we have a look at our logistics storage, we have 50 solar panels and no accumulators. Alrighty. Probably because the batteries. Oh, I'm stuck. The batteries are just starting to get pushed through. Yep, there we go. Batteries, batteries, batteries. Everyone needs batteries. Although we did want to make the higher ones, didn't we? Because they used slightly less iron plate per megajoule. I wonder if they need the base model to actually make. I think it was still just batteries and iron plate. Almost done. Come on, guys. Research, research, research. There it is. Alright, so that one is 5 megajoules, 300 kilowatts, 10 megajoules, 600 kilowatts, 10 batteries. Yeah, those are what we want. Alright, let's ditch that for high capacity accumulators. Paste them all in, and paste them all into there. Alright, so these can be trashed, I guess. Sadly. Well, not trashed, we might as well plug them into the network. Let's grab a few solar panels and just get building, shall we? I don't want to actually handcraft one. No. Let's just place them over here for now. Get these guys out of the way. Alright, let's pop down that. Let's pop down something like, I don't know, that is terrible, isn't it? If we did that, but actually moved that across, we might be able to sneak in an accumulator. Alright, and yeah, they can connect to there. Alright. That is like nowhere near the right ratio, I've got to say. But we'll be able to use up our equipment that we have, which was 9 accumulators. And we have no more solar panels, but we do have... No, we don't have any of these. They won't get created, that's fine. Alright. Well, that's we are over time. I'm going to let this run, and we're going to try and sort out our power issues next episode. Yeah, we've just got these guys making logistics bots. Yeah, nice. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll let that run. We'll make some solar panels. Think about some other things we want to do, and we'll just keep building this base. And we're really starting to see some issues coming through with the starter base, but it's okay. We'll just keep going, because that is the Factorio way. Plow through and just deal with bottlenecks as we go. So drop your comments down below, and I will see you tomorrow.